What's up, everyone? It is your girl Gel Beauty 87 here, aka Grace, and today I got another battle of the. So, if y'all remember, I told you I wasn't gonna buy the Hudson Valley palette, and I said if it goes on sale, I might buy it. So when it went 35% off on Nomad's website, and that's when I was like, okay, I'll go ahead and grab it. And as soon as I actually got it in my possession, I was like, it gave me immediately the vibes of the Zendo palette. So of course, since everybody was not that big a fan of the Zendo palette because of the shimmers and the quality, I wanted to test it out against the Zendo palette. So here's what they look like side by side. As you can see, they have similar color stories. Like this has more deeper cool tone shades like the side I'm holding up. So if I held them up on the opposite ends, that'd probably help, right? Okay, let me, sorry, let me get life more. But yeah, see what I'm saying? Like it has like the warm tone, cool tone vibe going on the same as this palette. So I figured it'd be fun to try them out and see like if they work well together. Because if you can have alternatives that's more affordable, I'm sure you'd be all about that. Especially since this palette went up to $69. It was $65 when I bought it, and now she's $69. So I figured we'll try to use both sides of the palette just so I can get an idea of how both will look together. But yeah, this one is $69. I think this one is $39. So it's gonna be a much better deal, and then you can use code Dion on top of it to get a better discount. So use my friend Dion's code and, you know, hook all that up. So I mean, let me zoom you on in real quick and heat like, because we're gonna go off camera and do the Zendo eye, and then I'm gonna have swatches on my hand to show you the colors and how they translate. And this will be my first time using palette. It literally showed up at my house today, and I was like, we can do a battle. But as soon as I opened it and saw that they look similar, I was like, it's battle time. So I'm gonna go off camera, like I said, do Zendo, get my life in order, and then we will return and use Hudson Valley on camera, and I will be using it for the first time. So be right back, girl. Okay. Okay, y'all, so this will be working when it comes to the Zendo palette. And here's the swatches I have for you. So y'all know the drill. This is Zendo and Nomad. So Natasha, Nomad, Natasha, Nomad, Natasha, Nomad, Natasha, Nomad. What? Natasha, Nomad, Natasha, Nomad. So as you can see, the colors are slightly off on certain ones, but on other ones I feel like it looks, you know, nice. It still looks close enough to where that isn't that big of a deal. So let's get into it. So I just used Natasha's eyeshadow primer because I felt like with the colors that I'm using, I don't need a white base. I need to preserve the white base because I got like 4 eye looks I got to do tomorrow with all colorful shadows. So I'm like, I need to preserve it to make sure those shadows are nice and rich and pigmented on my eye. And I'm actually running low on white eye base. I'm gonna have to start using like the beigeish one I have until I order another one. I should have ordered one during color range like 80% off sale because they have a really nice white base. I use it at home every day, but since I have so many other bases, I didn't want to like be spending money on a base. Anyway, so let me show you the colors I use in here. So of course y'all know I had to use the bright red, which actually dims down quite a bit. You saw it swatched on my arm. It's still brighter than the other shade I used. Then I use this in my crease. This is our outer V shade. This is the shimmer that's going to be on the lid, and this is going to be our inner corner shimmer. So let's get to it. We're going to start off with this shade right here because that's what's on the outer V. So I'll start off with that, and then I'm going to go over the top with the, you know, the pumpkin shade, the Great Pumpkin Patch. This is called Bed and Breakfast. And it's actually putting a little more green than, you know, like more of the taupey deep shade like I thought it was going to. Maybe I should use the shade next to it, but it seems to be more chocolatey, so I tried to pick shades that were closer to the other shades, and I feel like the Natasha Denona one is a little bit more of a stonish type color and vibe to it. So I tried to get as close as possible with this shade. Plus I wanted to use from the cool tone side as well as the warm tone side, and I knew like the majority of the color, the look was going to be warm tone, so at least I wanted to grab one of the cool tone shades. A lot of the other shades from Natasha's palette were like more matte, so I was like, I was trying not to, I mean not matte, that cream tip powder formula, so I tried not to use a whole lot of those shades. I think I ended up only using like 1 or 2. There's one, the one that's on my lower lash line, is I think the only one I used. But the red one wasn't creamy, but I think, and the beige shade I dusted all the lid wasn't creamy either, so I'm thinking it's just the lower lash line one that was, and since it was just on the lower lash line, I feel like it wasn't that big a deal. And you can give me a pass, so we're gonna give me a pass and we'll keep it moving. Now we're gonna go into the Great Pumpkin Patch. Ooh, and it's way more pigmented off the bat. But I feel like Natasha's color blends in a little bit better with my skin tone, but I feel like you can see a little bit of the orange in here. But hopefully it oxidizes and works better to my skin tone. But on initial application, it gives quite the bright orange. Yeah, I already see it's like kind of oxidizing more and blending more to my skin tone. I love colors like this because like when it oxidizes and works better for my skin tone, it just gives it more of a natural effective pop to the eyelid. And sometimes I don't always want the bright brow bone and the bright colors all the way up underneath my brow. Sometimes I just want a nice simple look, so that works. That's under here to clean that up. I didn't do this on the other side, but you know, I feel like I'll go a little while on this side when it comes to last night. Now we're gonna get to the red shade, which is called Apple Picking. This was the shade I was most excited about when I got this bag. I was like, yes, it's bright red, but seeing how it like dims down a little bit, I'm a little disappointed because I wanted to stay, you know, bright. It's still gonna be brighter than Natasha's though, so you know, I like that whole aspect of it. And I did use glitter glue to try to make the shimmer pop a little bit more. I should have sprayed the brush to make it pop a little more, because what I remember not liking about this palette was like the shimmers were not popping. They were just, you know, they just existed. They were there, you saw them, it was cute or whatever, but like they weren't giving what I felt like they needed to be giving for the price Natasha charged. Like the shimmers were lackluster. Let's take this clean, well not clean, the brush with the product that was similar to my skin tone and just dust around it to kind of buff out the and make the edges a little softer. So there we go. So I'm feeling it. I'm here for it. Now we're gonna take the shade, which is Oktoberfest. That's the darker brown that we have on this side. So I'm going to take that shade on this side. I have a brown pencil in my waterline to offset what we're putting on. And dust underneath here real nice and cute. Like I feel like this gives way more depth than this side does. This is a little bit brighter, a little bit lighter, which I was shocked because the cream looks like deeper in the pan, but like when you actually rub it down there, it's like quite light. So I wasn't necessarily feeling that whole situation about it, but you know, whatever, it's fine, I guess. So I had some glitter glue on here, but I feel like it dries. To just be safe, I'm gonna put a little bit more on to wipe across, and then I need to get a new brush for glitter glue tomorrow. I just washed some brushes. I'm gonna wash these eye brushes tonight, and hopefully my face brushes if I feel like it. Cause I did forget to wash them when I had. Well, sorry, I didn't forget. I was just tired last time I left here, so I didn't wash them. And I'm having to use them again, so I wasn't necessarily liking that. But I was like, yeah, do what you gotta do to film tonight. So. And one day I'm gonna be that bad. I cleaned and washed my face when I took a shower before I came over here. So I was like, it ain't gonna be too deep. I prefer not to do it, but you know, that's called Class for Death measures. So now we're gonna use this shade right here on our lid and the one underneath in our inner corner, and then I'll tell you my thoughts about each palette. And I got this BK Beauty 203 brush. I used the BK Beauty, I think, what is it, Hot and Flashy brush from, I think her name is Angie Hot and Flashy or something like that. I'm not 100% sure, but I really like the crease brush that she came out with the brand. So I use that to put the reds on both sides since I have two of them. And then I use this 203 brush because I really like to carve out my shimmers with it. So I'm trying to remember to get better at like actually naming the brushes, because girl, child, I forget. It's like an old middle, I just forgot all the names of the brushes. And as you can see, I feel like this is just giving more glittery and shimmery, fiery orange than the, you know, what do you call it? Natasha is just because the glitter and pigment alone. I feel like it's just giving more. And I'm here for it. I'm like, thank you. I will take it off. Thank you so much. Nomad, thank you so much. And like I said before, if you want to get this palette, honey, you need to go use code Dion. Thank you. We use code Dion in this household. Because we're so proud that Dion has a code, so you use it. So let me clean up around here and around the edges. I'm going to put the red in the crease a little bit more. Beef it up a little bit there. I did the same thing on Natasha's side, so I'm not discriminating. I just wanted a little bit more of the brightness come out since, you know, it is brighter. But yes, y'all, I'm here for it. And see how simple these eyes are looking? Let's put this color in the corner that has some thoughts, girl, because I got some thoughts. So this is called Leaf Peeping, whatever that means. I'm born and raised in Chicago, so if you're from New York, tell me what leaf peeping is, because I have no idea what that is. And I'm genuinely curious. So this is the finished look. So remember, this is Natasha, and this is Nomad. And I feel like they look really similar. Like, tell me they don't look really close, y'all. I mean, I see a couple of changes here and there, but I'm not like seeing too much of a difference. Of course, I prefer the Nomad one just because the colors are brighter, the shimmers are better, and it's giving the same color story pretty much. It doesn't have the mint shade like Natasha's palette does though, but it's like, considering the price point and this is cheaper, you can use someone's discount code, and I mean, it has nice quality to it. I would say go ahead and get the Nomad one. Those are just my thoughts. So, but you can comment down below and tell me if you agree or not. So that's pretty much all I got, girl. I'm here for this eye right here, and I hope you are too. But if you already have the Natasha, I'm not saying go out and get the Nomad one because it's better than Natasha. I'm just saying if you want to pick between the two, I would say go with the Nomad. So I hope you all enjoyed this video. Remember, you all are diamonds. Use code Dion if you do buy the Nomad palette. And I'll catch you guys in the next one. Be blessed, girl. Bye.